the thing that we did.
Okay,
Imagine what I got.
Middle Ages and Renaissance. When the Middle Ages began around 800 AD, several cultures started researching medicine again. Progress was slow, but by 1000 AD, the Muslim Arab Empire had started a medical revival. The Arabs' vast knowledge of chemistry led to advancements in pharmacology, the study of medicines and their uses. They also set up a system of hospitals with specialized wards for certain illnesses. During this time, the physician races became known as the Arab Hippocrates. Every time I go to say it, I can just hear you saying it wrong.
What am I? How do I say
Throw me
it?
off.
Hippocrates.
Hippocrates.
Through careful observation of the human body, Rhazes discovered that blood was the cause of many infectious diseases. Additionally, he developed the first form of stitches using animal gut sutures to sew wounds. Another major medical advance in the Middle Ages was the founding of the first true medical school. The school was located in Salerno, Italy, and was open to all nationalities. It taught both anatomy and surgery based on the studies of Hippocrates and Galen. Anatomy was limited, however, because students were forced to dissect animals. In most parts of the world, human dissection was illegal. In the Middle Ages, medical doctors treated only the wealthy. As a result, common people received medical treatment from barbers. Although barbers were not trained in medical procedures, they often performed surgery, such as amputations and cataract operations. Their methods were unsanitary, and many patients developed infections or died.
We were supposed to dissect a pig last year, but COVID didn't let us.
Aww. The Black Death. How gross is that? The bubonic plague struck the world a second time in the 1300s. Between 1347 and 1352, over 1/3 of Europe's population died. This wave of the plague was called the Black Death. Because of the lack of medical progress in Europe, the cause of Black Death was unknown for many years. It was later determined that the fatal disease was caused by a bacteria transmitted by the fleas of infected rats. The Black Death was devastating for Europe. However, fear of the plague caused many Europeans to challenge the belief that religion could cure disease. The Renaissance, which began around 1350, was a time of enlightenment. Europeans began to reject their commitment to religion, and they developed new ideas about science and the arts. Several medical researchers stole corpses in order to dissect them. An anatomist named Andreas Vesalius compared the human corpse to the human anatomy that Claudius Galen had described in his teachings. Vesalius soon realized that Galen's theories were based on animal and not on human corpses. In the mid-1500s, Vesalius published the first human anatomy book, which exposed Galen's many errors. Another major breakthrough during the Renaissance was the invention of the microscope. Anton van Leeuwenhoek created a single-lens microscope in the mid-1600s. This invention led him to the discovery of red blood cells. A few years later, Robert Hooke developed a more powerful compound lens microscope. Hooke's microscope proved that all living things are made of cells. Important medical advances were made during the Middle Ages and the Renaissance. However, the cause of disease was still a mystery. Many people developed infections and died young. The typical lifespan was only about 40 years. Despite the lack of understanding, the general attitude resulting from the Middle Ages and the Renaissance was one of intellect and reason. In the field of medicine, reason took the place of religion and superstition.